Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just why I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. It's only 8 a.m. I won't do it for the gram. I know I'm a little man. At my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I've been to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Roll inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is doing good. Happy Tuesday to you all. And yeah, hope everyone is well. Let me see how all systems go. You guys know the drill. See ya. Yeah, we look good. We look good. Let more people come in. Morning to all. Hope we're all well in Zoom chat. And yeah, see what we got for today. See what we got. You know the drill. We'll do the analysis. What we got in here. What song is this? At the time you asked, that is called For Real. Again, what song is this? Need that song? NHBD, Send It? Yes. And BHD, yeah. Same guy made the song before that as well. Both songs by same artist. So let's have a look what we got going on here. Start off with the calendar here. Today's going to be Tuesday here, so pretty clean day. A little bit of construction PMI a little later on here. It's not till 12:30, it's a little bit later here. So yeah, construction PMI a little bit later on. They're expecting numbers to come back as good, right? So they're expecting construction sector to expand. Any number above 50 is expansion, any number below 50 is contraction. So that could give a small spike here in pound, depending how that comes up, but that's not till later. That's the only real thing we have to worry about. Otherwise, pretty clean for the full day here. Actually, pretty clean week until Thursday, and we have rate decisions here. So based on what US did, I think they'll keep rates the same, but Bailey might indicate that we might see rates reduced sooner. So then we would see weakness come into the pound, but we'll talk about that tomorrow as we get more information. But yeah, that will be very interesting, to be honest, because I think that they will maybe hint at that. We'll see how, today can give us, an overall, not an overall, but some sort of insight in how the economy is doing, and if rate cuts do make sense in the UK. If that happens, you'll see pound weakness, and then you'll see this kind of reverse here, end up being a lower high. So let's go ahead here and do the analysis here. And start off here on the weekly time frame actually. So weekly time frame here, as you can see, we retested this weekly open price here, and now we're kind of bouncing up. So we spoke about on the webinar yesterday, day before yesterday, we spoke on a webinar with exclusive about this potential bounce coming into next week. Now I was hoping that the bounce would give us opportunities during London, but we opened up Asian session and played the bounce during Asian session here, as we can see. Just out of interest, how big did Asian bounce here? Yeah, about 123 pips. It's huge movement for Asian, to be honest. 123 pips. Then London was here. London didn't really do much here. London later on a little bit, it did push around 20 pips here, but this was about, after London open. So we're having a pretty similar scenario. And then we range for the whole of NY here. And then after ranging for NY, Asian session comes in again and does the business for a second time with a 72 pip pump from Asian session, which is pretty impressive for Asian, taking into consideration that it's one of the, slowest moving sessions here. So hopefully we don't get a repeat of just range. What we'd like to see is that this is now kind of following exactly what happened yesterday, where we have range formed, Asian pushes, range formed, London close above, continuation. So I'd be looking for something similar here, where we have our bullish bias. This daily candle close, obviously very important candle close, closing at support. Now, the only thing that is but in perfect condition, you would have a daily closing above this rejection high in perfect conditions. But daily, nevertheless, is still closing bullish here, giving me that prices made a support here. So until any resistance is made on the 4 hour, I'm going to look for this to continue up bullish. Now, if we go down to that 4 hour time frame and have a look what's going on, we can see also supports have been made. What's also very nice on the 4 hour time frame is that we've also made this type of structure here, which was below this level here, and then we've broken above that structure. So I like to see that that structure is made, because if price is now closing below that structure, now you understand where price can go, and that's going to give us a range to tell us, okay, that's where sells are going to make sense if we get a candle doing something like that. Right? Otherwise, I do think that upside makes more sense here. Would be good to clear the 4 hour high, and then you could be looking target somewhere into here, probably into this rejection zone here around 195, right? In terms of full target, right? In terms of full target, you can look at 195 like max, right? And we could trade that over 2 days. Who knows how long it takes, right? We could trade it over 2 days. So that could end up happening here. Now, if we go ahead and look at lower time frame here, not 400. What do you mean 400? No, I said 195. 195 would be max target in terms of upside continuation, just based on this whole resistance that's being formed. Oh, you mean 195, 400? I'll look at that first, right? 195 key level first, and then yes, 400 for sure. I do agree with that, yes. But in terms of where first, just because if we understand this level on higher time frame, this was when we first had our breakout, okay, or after a long consolidation here, when we broke out towards the upside, the first place we rejected was around this 195. When we then came back to retest, where did we retest? We retested again 195 was the level that we retested. So if I'm looking at higher time frame market positioning, my higher time frame market positioning is showing me more interest in that 195. So if I was to expect a reaction, now remember this candle came very fast. If I was to expect a reaction, I could look at 195 first and then 400 as, you know, the top of the range here. But that's where I'm getting 195 from first here. So obviously, you know, I can expect continuation here. Now, if we go in the lower time frames, bring back some drawings here, we can see that in terms of ranges, it's not the cleanest. Like we have a lot of resistances towards the way up here, a lot of resistances here. Above here, 400 is pretty clean, but by the time it gets there, you have to do some measuring. It's actually a pretty big range, like that's 30 pips already. So this is a scenario where you would rely on volume to push through this small resistance, something like this. We do have a little 15-minute resistance here that we've tapped already. So I feel if we can get something closing above, probably this 15-minute resistance, something like this, we could probably entertain breaking these highs to come up to test the 1 hour. 1 hour I got from this 1 hour little pause here that we've had, seen reaction in the past from it. On the 30-minute as well, it's a 30-minute support. This 15-minute support down here can be used as like a watch zone here, but since this wick tapped into it, it's already been tested, which I like. So that will give you more confidence that price, you know, can push through it here with volume, right? Expecting that this trend to continue, something similar than to yesterday, where we see no reaction of this level and it just continues to the next resistance here, which I'd expect it to continue, maybe possibly up to somewhere here. So that would be my plan for GJ here, looking for buys above that 15. Now, if we pull back first, obviously pulling back first, we could look for structure to be formed, right? And then we can look to trade back up to these highs, because technically until the 4-hour lows are broken, until 4-hour structure is broken, it's still bullish in my eyes here, especially that now we have a 4-hour candle closing above this previous 4-hour support. It's definitely something very, very interesting. So looking at yeah, that's basically GJ for me, right? That's basically GJ. Now, if we move on to gold here, gold is in a little bit of a messy range here, as we can see. So we need gold to leave this range. Now, doing the analysis here, looking at the daily time frame here. Yesterday, if you guys checked my Instagram story, I did put an analysis on my Instagram story as well, giving you guys a brief overview, saying that yesterday, high chance that that daily candle would reach this level here at 319, and then we see what's up. We pushed past it, right? And now we closed above it, with consolidating in between these levels here. But if we can break daily high, then we're going to next daily resistance here. At the moment, if you look what we've done, we've created a resistance on the 4-hour. So if we start to get back below daily resistance, this one here, we could technically come back, retest this level, and look, this 4-hour candle also closing back in the range. It does make sense for price to come back down, retest this, and then maybe New York tries towards the upside, continuing that daily candle, and we just make a steeper daily wick here. Now, if we're looking at lower time frames here, we can see this range is extremely messy. Trying to sell into here is going to be very, very tricky here, right? Trying to sell into all of this support and rejection wicks. This is telling me that you need to be extremely careful whenever I see heavy rejection wicks like this on gold. Definitely need to be careful. Now, looking at 30 minutes as well, probably, I would say probably below this 30 is only what's going to make sense, to be honest. To be honest, we're holding quite bullish structure here. Just for you guys to visualize it, you know, you can see higher lows here. If we were to put it onto a line chart, just for you guys to visualize it, you can see it's bullish structure, this, right? Ignore this to the left and look at it like that. That's bullish structure. So for you to catch a reversal, you need to see that break. So in order for that to break, you need to see probably something like this, you know, then we would see that downside move continue, right? Once we start breaking below these levels like this. So trying to call a top right now, probably you know, probably not the smartest at the moment. So what we'll need on gold is a little bit more information here, right? A little bit more information. Now, if we start breaking as a breakout towards the upside here, looking at 1 hour, how clean is it? Yeah, 1 hour looks pretty clean to 35 here. Yeah, you probably can get away with 35 with support above here. So if a candle can close above here, you can get away with supports above here. Now, inside of this range, how big is this here? It's about 40 pips, so that's a big range. That's definitely a big range. I mean, you could technically play above this high here. Where's the 4 hour though resistance? Right here, which would be above the high, right? If this flips. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, it's not crazy. It's not crazy to try play to the top of the range here since we're coming from the bottom of the range. I would really like to see this fail and do this. One more liquidity grab, then get above here. And you could play to the top of the range. So that's actually an idea that could end up happening. But of course, in the range, things are more inconsistent. You're kind of forcing, not forcing, but in the range, things are just generally more inconsistent. But there is an option above this highs here to continue up. So normally you want to be trading outside of the ranges because that's where we get, you know, these type of movements. Because who isn't to say that we are going to get chop like this again here? So you have to be careful like that, right? That's what you have to be careful about. And yeah, that's basically the analysis both on GJ and gold here. And yeah, now we just wait, see what ends up happening here, and we can take it from there. So if you guys enjoyed the analysis, you know the drill. If you can do the YouTube business, leave a like on the stream. How much of us in here? 305 people. Appreciate everyone showing up. And yeah, if we can get the likes to 150, really would appreciate it. Supports the stream. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Sold your pet to start trading? Poor pet, man. What did your pet do to you? Amazing analysis. Thank you, thank you. I caught sells in the morning on gold yesterday. Interesting. Can you let us know what you think about GU? Yeah, of course, brother. We can have a look at GU here as well. GU will be interesting to see what we progressed. I mean, we're still in technically the same spot as last week here. Still sitting below that daily resistance. Current daily is rejecting at the moment. How did weekly candle close? Weekly candle here closing bullish. Still rejecting those highs though. 4 hour time frame coming down towards 4 hour support down here. Something like that. So this 4 hour support you'll have to watch here. This is going to be important, 4 hour support. If we can break through the 4 hour support, probably where sells would make more sense. Yeah, it's a very tricky zone. I would say if we respect this 4 hour support right now, if this is respected and you see change of structure here, you can actually look for upside on GU. Otherwise, to sell, you need to get below down here. If you're in from yesterday, yeah, then your target is going to be the 4 hour support and you're watching 4 hour support for reaction. You either look to secure at 4 hour support, or if you look to break through, price is only going to continue down once we have a candle leaving. Once we have a candle leaving that 4 hour. You know? So that's how it's going to look. If you're already in sales, then yeah, you're fine. Obviously, you should be sitting in profit. And target is going to be this 4 hour support. If we can break through the 4 hour support, then you can start to look at lower levels. But first target is going to be the 4 hour support because we don't have a daily candle closing bearish just yet. But if this daily can close bearish, then you know your trade can turn into more higher time frame. But just watch this zone. Obviously, this zone is very important, right? A lot of reaction coming off it, so you might see that. Maybe it rolls over later, but that's why it's never a harm to take profits off the table, right? All good, man, all good. Liked it up, thank you, thank you. Hi Harry, when would you recommend to trade? I work London and then the beginning of New York. You think New York after lunch would be okay to trade GG and gold? After lunch, what time? Like if you can trade NYSE, yeah, then focus on gold. You can trade even indices like US 30 and stuff. Even GJ after NYSE you get good moves. Like NYSE is just NYSE itself is not a bad time to trade because it's very voluminous in the market. There's a lot of volume. So yeah, if you can be at the charts for NYC, it's good. See, GJ created resistance here. I mean, if we just get this, it's gonna be a plus. That's gonna be a plus for us to see that. You know, it's gonna help our trade here, to be honest. $16 till $20 your time. That's the time you can trade. 4 till 20. Yeah, that's a perfect time, brother. That's exactly New York Open, man. That's New York Open. That's even, I think 16 to 18 is enough. You know, 16 to 18 is also enough. You know, 16 to 19 is more than enough. If I want to enter swing positions, what time frame is best? Well, you're looking at a swing position to play out over a couple of days, if not even a week. So it ends up equating to the same. Even though you earn more pips, your stop losses are generally bigger. The best thing to do is turn a session trade into a swing trade. That's really next level. And that's where I made a lot of money in the market, is when I turn my session trade into swing trades. Because then I'm running like a 20 pip stop loss in the session, but then it runs for 100 pips. You know? So, but if you're just generally talking about swing trading, then your entry time frame can be 1 hour, even 4 hour. I would say your best friend is going to be the 4 hour. 1 hour is the equivalent of entering on like a 5 minute, you know, 5 or 15 minute when it comes to swing trading. I mean, let's say right now we wanted to take a swing trade. What would the swing trade be? I mean, technically, even you could take a swing trade like this, breaking of this daily high here. 196 pip stop loss, or 214. You know, that would be how the swing trade works. But then your resistance is here. Now, if you're going to enter on 4 hour, you'd wait for probably break of this high and then go below this structure here, right? That's how a swing trade would work. Yeah. Same setup still. Best swing trades come from Wednesday, in my opinion. Yeah, if you're a swing trader, you never really trade Monday. Monday you don't really trade because you need to let the market develop your setup. So Wednesday does make sense indeed. Wednesday does make sense, as Tuesday can also still be developing your setup. Where are you from? I'm here in Dubai now. Would you buy or sell now to make money in the next 1 or 2 hours? No, it's not how it works, man. You can't just dictate the market that you want to make money. I wish it was like that. Trust me. Our job would be way easier if we could do that. If we could just come to the market and dictate, okay, in the next 1 to 2 hours, I'm going to buy or sell and make money. It's not like that. You have to come with a plan. And you have your trading time. Now, the idea is in the next 1 to 2 hours is to make money. But you follow your plan, and your plan has probability and statistics, right? Because not every trade is going to be a winning trade, right? You can go see here. There are lots of wins, and there are also losses that are involved in those wins, right? You can see here some losses are being taken. So it's not 100%. Nothing's guaranteed. But we know long term that if we can manage, right, and we can trade in a proper way, then guess what happens? Then we basically can remain profitable, right? That's how it is. Juice melting? Yeah, it's probably tapped into that 4 hour support right now. Nice. Yeah, if you can remain below the 4 hour support, should be good. I mean, if GU just starts to melt all session, for people looking for sells on GU, you'd need resistance below here, guaranteed resistance below here, because this is where, if it's gonna grab liquidity, be very careful of that. Something like that. That's what GU would like to do. But now, if you create resistance here, then yeah, selling that makes complete sense towards the downside here. Changing trend, like you said, needs a resistance. Yeah. I mean, if you just sold basically yesterday on this weekly rejection, like that's what GU likes to do. It doesn't always, like when GU reaches a rejection zone, if you start to see rejection from that zone, like 4 hours closing bearish and stuff, then sells, you know, we do have mixed session today. So technically sells do make sense as well, right? Because it's not 2 4-hour candles closing bullish. I mean, it's not daily closing bullish and 4-hour closing bullish, right? Hey Harry, I'm a beginner trader about to pass my first prop firm challenge. Thanks for your help. No, that's amazing, man. Well done, well done. And I'm glad I could be part of that journey and help you pass your challenge. It's great. Now, that's not, you know, that's stage one, right? Now you need to keep your consistency. You need to keep what you've been doing. Don't get too confident. Don't start taking silly positions. Just do what you know best, right? And follow and stick to the same plan that got you where you were. Don't change anything. Don't try to overcomplicate something. Don't try to make more. Just keep it simple, right? Because your goal is to get a payout, right? It's fun to pass a prop firm. Yes, you're one step closer towards your goal, but the payout is what's going to matter, right? What's my highest RR on a single trade? Look, I used to trade high RR. I never used to take a trade under 1 to 5 RR. Most of my trades were 1 to 10 RR, right? That was the way I was trading. But I just found that it's equal, you know, it's up to you. I mean, as a marketing perspective, RR is very attractive, right? It's very attractive as a marketing perspective because it seems like you can make a good amount of money. But if you prorate it over a year, forward tested over a year, high RR versus, let's say 1 to 1, 1 to 2 over a year, it actually equals the same thing, right? You will notice because the 1 to 1s, 1 to 2s, they have higher win rate, right? They have higher win rate. I have videos of me taking 1 to 13 RR trades. But that was like a 50% hit rate, which is still profitable because of how big, right? Of how big the trade is, it's still profitable. But then your psychology gets affected if you're losing more, and then, you know, at the end of the day, you might not be. It's kind of like you make a big trade. It looks like this. This is what happens. You make a big trade, and then it gets a bit stale. The big trade. Stale. Whereas when you're trading 1 to 1s, it's more like this, you know? And then maybe you have a bad run, then it's like that, you know? That's how it is. So it's just more consistency because you expect to win most of the time. This point, Harry just attacks me. No, it's not against you. But you followed the things you shouldn't have done, right? Mentioning everything I did wrong after passing. You missed maybe the type of coffee I drink wrong. But it's true though. That's the most common things that people do because those are the only things that you can do to go wrong. You either over risk, you either don't follow your plan that passed, or you either go and do stupid stuff, right? What else can you do wrong? That's all the things you can do wrong, right? 20 losses, not 19? No, it is 19. We changed it last time, if you remember. When we took the gold, remember we took the gold loss? The one where this one here. We were at 18 losses at this one here, and then this made it 19 losses, and then we took the gold win. That's what I remember. I mean, before the journal here, there's only 17 losses here, before the journal. Calculate because remember we calculated the winning percentage. So calculate the win percentage. If the win percentage is higher, that means then if my win percentage is higher on screen, that means that we've calculated, then there is an extra loss. But I'm 90% sure because it's in the journal as well, right? It's in the journal as well. Is 30 minutes or 1 hour good for entry? Yeah, it's great for entry, man. It's great. So the way I use it is that, okay, if the 30 minutes closing, you can, if it makes more sense to take on 30 minutes, you can do it. The only difference is we want to try get higher RR, right? So, you know, of course, if we can use smaller stop loss, will always be better, right? If we can use smaller stops. So that's why we like to use 15, because 30 minute stop loss might be way bigger. We can check, right, to see if it's right or wrong. I'm pretty sure. Win rate calculator. Let's have a look. How much we got? We have 63 wins, 19 losses. 63 and 19. What's the win rate? 76.83, and we have 76.8. Yeah, so it's correct. Correct. You won't enter on this GJ breakout. It's not a GJ breakout. This is just could be a pullback for upside. Be very careful. I mean, if you're a counter trend trader, then that's up to you, but I'm not a counter trend trader. We have 4-hour candle closing bullish, daily candle closing bullish. It's a bullish bias for me. Even if you use my session indicator, you'll see that my session bias is saying bullish here as well. So for me to be taking sells so early, that would be going against my own personal rules here. And after backtesting for 3 years straight, I noticed, and a lot of people who trade my strategy would have noticed, following bias is normally the safest way, right? Following bias is normally how you do the best. Thanks for the educational videos. Been trading on demo for a while, but now ready to deposit real. Nice. How would you recommend signing up to a prop firm challenge after seeing consistent profits on a demo account? Why don't you open a small live account? I really recommend you open a small live account, maybe like $100, $200, and practice on that for a month. There's no rush to open a prop firm. I want you to pass the prop firm, right? So there's no rush. So what I'd rather you do is open a $100 account, $200 account, or maybe the same price you would have paid for the prop firm, and prove to yourself over that month with emotions involved, because opening a real account will involve some emotions. With emotions and proper risk management, you can see profitability. Where can you read articles about news? If you go to Forex Factory here and type and click the news, right? Click the news tab right here. Setup 2 here will make sense. It depends, because of if we didn't create this little resistance here, it would have been nice. But now we've created this little resistance, it makes it tough. You know, because we're buying into all of this. You're buying into this, you're buying into this. So if price wants to do this first, you're going to get caught out. Because if you look here, technically, setup 2 has failed, right? Which is why we were staying out the range, because technically here, This is considered a tech setup too, right? As we're closing bullish here at support. Obviously, it's too early, but you would expect to tap the highs here, stop loss below the lows, right? What has happened? Broke the highs, but never and failed to continue, which we expect when we're trading in the range. Why? Because it respected this whole resistance from back here. You see that resistance? That's the first resistance we found here. So if we mark the same resistance a little bit lower, just drag it down to here, right? Look at this higher resistance, which we respected. We drag it down to this one here. It's going to be the same story. So the same way we respected this resistance up here, we can also respect this resistance up here and end up doing that, right? We could end up seeing this happen. And on 1 hour, yes, will make sense on 1 hour because that's a bigger time frame, right? We'll have more confirmation. But again, when you're trading on 1 hour, you expect it to take time to play out, right? But yes, 1 hour would be a different story because it would take an hour for the candle to close. So that's how you would use 1 hour, right? But then you don't put your stop loss based on 15-minute. If you're using 1 hour, you'd put your stop loss based on 1 hour. Yeah, exactly. If we close back inside this range, could be even better. Now, if we're closing bullish supports from down here with maybe 5-minute change of structure, then that's very nice because now we have range again. Bro, I cannot hold a trade. What should I do to improve the habit of holding a trade? It's a very common mistake, so don't beat yourself too much about it. The thing you have to do is just set a realistic TP that makes sense based on structure, not based on what you want to earn, right? And then just leave the charts. Let it, drag the TP there. Put the TP like 1 pip before it, just so spread and everything. And then you can leave the charts, man. Just leave the charts, right? Especially if you're sitting at the charts till you move to your break-even point. Once you move to your break-even point, you can just leave the charts because everything after that is outside of your control. If you don't even want to move BE because there's no point of moving BE, then guess what? Then you just leave it. Price is currently having volume now. I'm selling now. Good luck with your sells if you're selling, but that's not really in my plan to sell. I get it what you're trying to do, guys, with this candle close below here. But again, with bullish bias, it could be tough. It could be tough. Especially selling into this resistance up here at the top. Could be tough. You don't really know. Yes, you do have, like you said, volume on your side. But still, long term, I don't think it's a great practice. Why are you bullish bias? Because if you're just looking at 15-minute alone, higher highs, higher lows, very clear bullish trend. Now, if you use bias, right, which is the way we trade every morning, previous daily closed bullish, previous 4 hour also closed bullish, price created a resistance and closed above that resistance, right? 1 hour as well is making an uptrend here. This could just be a pullback to continue up. You don't know just of now. That's why I'm bullish bias. Good morning. Don't know if you've done gold analysis, but just would like to know your bias if you don't mind. Yeah, I've done gold analysis. We're mixed bias, but gold is stuck within inside of this range here, right? We're stuck inside of this range. If you want to sell gold, it's going to be extremely tough because of all of these supports below here. Even though they make sense, I mean, the only time frame that looks clean on gold is a 4 hour right now. But looking at 30-minute, there's so much rejection here for sells. So the only idea that I can see on gold, the only trade, is if we go here, fake out, and then get back above here for buys back to the top of the range, something like that. That's what I'll be looking at. Trying to sell here with all of these rejections is very tough. Maybe let me check 1 hour, how 1 hour, yeah, even with 1 hour, maybe something closing below the 1 hour support can make sense, but it's a lot of rejections here, a lot. This 1 hour, no top wick as well. So if this 1 hour can go grab liquidity, flip, close above here, you can have yourself a trade. What's your dream car? It's pretty simple. I mean, not consider, but it would have to be. I love Porsches, man. I'm a Porsche fan. It's not like a. I mean, yeah, you can consider it a dream car. I don't have some unrealistic, you know, crazy car. Like even hypercars don't really excite me that much. If I was to buy a supercar, I need to use it. I need to give me some form of enjoyment in terms of track use or performance, you know. I lost my account because of your gold trade 3 days before. You are a loser. Good job, man. For not following risk management. You know how much I lost? Let's go see how much I lost in that gold trade. Let's see. Oh, 1%. And then I took another trade and made 30 pips and made it basically back. So that's on you, bro. You just need to take the trades, man. That's it. That's all you had to do is take the trade. But you full margined on this trade and then probably could not take the next trade. So there you go. That's about risk management, which is actually a very, 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 very important thing that a lot of people don't follow. Even you guys who follow my stream, okay? You guys need to understand that you have to be following risk management. It's so important in trading. You can't be full margining. You can't be doing all of this silly stuff. It's really not going to be good here for yourself. You know, don't be doing that, right? Make sure when you take a trade, follow consistent gains. Say on every trade here in the stream, you went and risked 1%, right? You went and risked 1%. Okay, take let's say this period here, right? If you risked 1%, you would be up 1% in just this period here, right? Because you would have made 1%, lost 1%, made 1%, right? So nothing would have happened. I want to show you guys something as well. Actually, this week we did people think risk management is not a big topic. It's actually quite a big topic. This week, we did a webinar in the exclusives here about risk management, and I want to show you something from that webinar here. Let's see if we can get this here. Give me a second. All right. In this 26 minutes about risk management, all right? 26 minutes. Now, one of the parts in this webinar, okay, is managing based on pip size. So what lot size you can use managing based on pip, percentage wise. And the most important thing we talked about is how to calculate when you have a new account or when your account is already in profit. Okay, that's something that you guys need to understand, is that if your account is not in profits, then you should only be risking that 1% till your account gets into profits, right? That's otherwise your psychology is going to break you down and stuff like that. You know, we also talked about risk to reward, how we should always be aiming for high risk to reward is better, right? Now, if you manage risk properly, right? If you manage risk properly, you can take 5 losses in a row, but you know that win rate will carry you long term, right? Take an example, and we'll use real life examples. Take an example of the stream win rate, right? Because you guys have seen all the trades that are taken on stream. It's done in front of you. So let's say we're 76%. Even if we go into a losing streak, you know, even if that happens, long term, we're still going to be fine because we have the win rate to support us. Only thing is, in that down period, you can't be deviating from your plan because that's just going to send you down further. Right? So that's exactly how this works. And for you, you know, change your name from Tradesharpe to Mr. No Trade. And this is something very interesting. You see how many people in chat here? How many people in chat asking questions, talking good, but there's always one hater here compared to all the good people. And this is all the focus suddenly goes to him because of his irrelevance here. It's like you have a bouquet of flowers and you have one broken flower. He's the broken flower. And you know what you can do to make that bouquet of flowers beautiful again? You just remove it. So all I have to do is right click, remove from channel. That's it. Bye bye. Thank you very much. He says I'm Mr. No Trade, but the thing is, if people talk facts, I'm happy to debate with them. I love debating with people if they want to talk facts. Oh, he changed his account now. Very good. He's come with a second account. His name is Bill now. Look, he said change your channel name from Tradesharpe to Mr. No Trade. I would love if he talked facts. Because yeah, last week, look, 1, 2, 3, every single day of the week we took a trade. Every day of the week we took a trade. How's your April? Yeah, slowest month for me on April. I rounded off at 3.5% with commission and everything. A lot of break evens, so that ate into a bit of it. It's still profitable though. We move on to this one. But Sharp, I need a trade. I'm going to work in a minute. How long? Brother, the market, it's not up to me. It's up to the market, brother. If there was a trade right in front of me, this is the thing, it's nuts. Remember that trade we took super early, that gold trade we took last week? We took this gold trade here that came early, right? This one here at 10 o'clock, right? 10 o'clock hour open, we took this gold trade. People came in chat and complained saying, oh bro, I wasn't on stream. I didn't take the trade, you know? Now I'm sitting waiting for a setup. I need to pay for my Bugatti? Yeah, bro, you need to be on heavy risk to pay for that Bugatti, man. Monthly payments are not going to be cheap, bro. I feel for you. If you got to work, trade swing, yeah, it's probably better, right? Alright, some advice. I'm going through losing streak and I've stopped trading. This start I've stopped trading. Well, you have to find out why you're losing. Like, remember, if you end up seeing that you're taking more losses than normal, then stop immediately, you know, go find out what's going on. Ban him. If I ban him, he's gonna make another account and then he's gonna come and chat and he has nothing better to do with his life. It's very sad, but it's just how it is. You know, now he's asking people to invest into signal channels. And the worst thing is he wants to watch me. That's why he's still here. If he really didn't care, he wouldn't watch. I'm a different guy? No, same name, man. Let's see. I hope it's a different guy. Oh yeah, he wrote up here, no, I'm a different person. Okay, fine. He's good, guys. Don't hate on him. It's not him. You have to change your name, bro. Bill here has got disrespect. Ignore them. I've seen some baiting two different streamers that they're talking about each other. Yeah, probably how it is. Guys, leave leave Bill. Poor guy, bro. Poor guy. He did nothing wrong. Win-loss rate is based on a number of trades or pips. That's based on the trades. If you want more detail, then you check the journal. Journal will tell you pips and everything, right? You can find that in journal. Right? To get the journal, you can find that in the free group, or like what Yash just did. Alright, how's the weather in Dubai? It's sunny, bro. It's sunny. It's all good. That was only one day of that heavy rain. It just stopped. Think I'm done trading every pair, but NZD JPY seem to win majority of the trades on it and lose whenever I go elsewhere. Yeah, man. If you found something that you understand and you like, stick to it. Same as me, right? People keep asking me, why don't you trade this? Why don't you trade that? Why don't you trade? Same reason as what you're saying right now is that I find myself fully locked in, right? And now Bill is like, yeah, but I agree with that guy. Bro, that's like ultimate. I think he left. He got pissed off. Where's the free group? Link is in the description. I've seen your every YouTube video, helped me a lot, especially setup one. Yeah, setup one is a fun one. We like setup one. Why is GJ not giving us anything in London these days? This is actually the first week back trading GJ. Last week was just too mad, right? You couldn't really trade last week with all of these crazy movements. I mean, 300 pip 1 minute candles, you know, dumps from random places and pumps immediately, and then these pullbacks. Look at this pullback. Just this pullback here after breaking the high is 100 pip pullback. You know, now this is the first time we've had some sort of average price action here, you know, where we're not moving crazy like that. So easing back into it, right? This is the first time this has happened in history. You're watching history and people are blaming me for history happening, saying that, oh, you're not taking trades. It's not me. This is a complete dynamic change here. That's why if you notice last week we adapted to gold. Look, all gold trades here and we did well on it, right? What's my average pip for SL? On GJ, it'll end up being around 15 to 20 pips average on GJ. But now that ranges are bigger on GJ, I'm not sure. Let's say price was to close above here. Yeah, 22 pips maybe something. Just because candles are a little bit bigger these days. My SL is $1 in 0.01 in a $100 account. Is that gives me, and I hit consequently 6, I give me some advice. Yeah, $1 is good risk management on a $100 account. You're following proper risk management rules. It's a good skill to learn. Now I know it's not making you money. It's not the best. $1 is not life-changing, but just imagine you can carry that skill, save more money, maybe invest in a prop firm, right? Once you invest into a prop firm, then that could pay you more because you proved to yourself that you can manage a $100 account without letting emotions get you. No video this weekend. No, I didn't post a video this weekend because I'm trying to improve the content. I need to make sure I'm making videos that people want to watch, right? You guys got to give me what you want to watch, what you don't want to watch. Otherwise, there's no point. Otherwise, you know, it's just a waste. I put a lot of effort in those videos. They take a lot of time. They cost as well. I don't make money from those. I lose money. Every video I post here, I lose, you know, a couple $100. So I just want to make it good. That's all. What's my normally SL for gold? Around probably last week, the normal SL was around 25 pips. 25 to 30 pips last week. You know, depends. Hello, Harry. How are you? Nice to see you again. Thank you. Thank you. See you too. Give me a sec, guys. Just go to the toilet and come back. Hopefully when I come back we'll have 300 likes. Joking. More fundamental videos on trading gold in NY or fundamental videos. I did post fundamental videos, but no one watches them. No one. Maybe you do, but that's why when I post like that boring, not boring content, but the advanced content, I just post it in the exclusive because I know those type of people would appreciate it more. You know? How much minimum deposit to be profitable? There's no such thing. To be profitable, you can be profitable on any deposit. That's just up to you. That's a personal preference. Harry, your time is incorrect. It is perfect. That is my time in my country. Right now it is 10:29. Maybe it's not your time, but I would expect it like that. Hi, I'm just following plan and setups, but still going wrong. Plus, when I don't trade, it just analyzes, then it goes my direction. Yeah, so what you're probably doing is that you hesitate to take the good positions and you FOMO into the bad positions. Because if you analyze and it's going your direction, means you're doing something right. So it's probably something missing in your analysis, something missing in when you're entering. And if you just fix that, then you start to see profits again. It's very common, actually. Very, very common. Is it okay to risk 2% of prop firm account? No, I don't. I think 1% is perfect, man. Really, 1% is perfect. What's my risk to reward usually? Usually, since I aim for higher win rate, I close at 1-to-1s. But I am looking now that, risk to reward is... I can start to target a little bit bigger, actually. Most trades end up going a little bit bigger, but not in the session. They end up going a little bit bigger later. The only reason I like 1-to-1 is I like to be done with what I do. Take a trade and be done. Have you heard the BB? I'm not sure if that's something... BBL Drizzy song. No, I haven't heard that. What is that song? Am I getting fooled or something? Who is that, bro? Who is that? I'm not searching it, that's for sure. Let me search this on my phone. Find out. Hopefully, I don't get screwed here. Let's see who that is. Oh, it's an actual guy. Who made it? Metro made it? So what? Metro dissed against Drake? Okay. Yeah, but Kendrick and Drake are going off even... Kendrick and Drake are going off even harder, bro. They're going off even harder. Metro made a beat and it's like a challenge for random people to rap to it and whoever wins get the beat. Oh. Kendrick's Not Like Us is crazy. Yeah, it's a big drama, that. Why I heard someone whispering in your background? Bro, that's scary for you, man. That's someone whispering in your background. Play it, Harry? No, I'm not playing it, bro. You just want to hear thicker than a snicker, bro. If that's part of the lyrics, then I know that's the part you just want to hear. After 1 month of demo, I'm going to open 200 real. Just do the same you did on demo, man. If you're profitable on demo, don't change anything. You'll feel more emotions, you'll make emotional mistakes, but that's part of the learning curve. Part of the learning curve. What's going on? Hi, someone helped me with my mouse. It's not functioning just today, but there's still light on it. It ruined my whole setup and it's using the touchpad of my laptop. One of the IT guys will have to help you with that. How big is this range? 20 pip range. Pretty decent range, 50 pips. See, we're respecting that support, right? The daily resistance here is being respected. So now if this can end up closing above here, I think it could be alright. Do you trade Asian sweep? Asian sweep doesn't always happen, right? So you can't always look for Asian sweep, otherwise you're going to miss a lot of trades. So if people are complaining about not taking trades now, if you keep waiting for Asian sweep, you're going to miss a lot of opportunities. But if we do see a sweep of Asian, then yeah, obviously that shows that price is respecting that zone and it can help with bias. Like, it's always nice to see price retest structure. Oh, he's back. Oh, this is a new hater. Let's see this. I challenge you all. This guy will leave all of this live crap once his losing streak begins. Disrespect me now, but you will acknowledge me later, a year later. Listen, man. Am I trading for you or am I trading for me? So, at the end of the day, even no matter what happens with my personal trading, I'm gonna be here because it's important for me. If I end up in a losing streak, I'm in deep shit because I'm losing money. So I'll need to fix that, right? Before I did YouTube, before I did any of this live crap, I was trading. The whole reason I started live trading is because I didn't want to be a content creator. I wanted to trade. I didn't have time to make videos and dramatic. People were bored of my content. So I said, okay, I need to put out content because I want to help the industry build a brand. And I said, fine, but I need to put away in content that I don't have to do some challenge, some account flip, because that's not me. So instead, I said, let me just live stream what I do. So no matter what happens with my trading, I'll be here to show it because it's live. People will experience it with me. No matter what they think of me or what happens, they're just going to see a reality of something. I can go on a massive losing streak. I could go on a massive winning streak. You don't know. But based on my 3 years of trading, I don't see that being an issue. And if it is, before it happens, I will adjust my strategy because that's the skill I've built. I can adjust and tweak things, you know, and that's it. And that's what you guys don't have to worry about, because both ways I will learn. I don't lose if I learn. I really don't lose long term. And that's the way you guys should be thinking in the market here as well, is that there's a valuable lesson to think that, look, you won't lose as well as long as you can control your risk, no matter what happens, as long as you're learning from it, you know. So it's a great thing, you know, to have this. Don't explain? No, I'm explaining to everyone, you know. And I know what I've done here. I mean, I've been trading. There's a reason why I'm one of the only London streamers who's been around for a year, posting the links of I don't hide like people. They take a loss on stream, they delete it. I'm very posting everything here, you know. So the amount of good messages I've had from people saying how much money they've made from live stream, how much they've benefited from being in the group, that's all I need, man. That's, if I can affect that people, that's all I care about. You blocked my previous account because deep down you're scared that I'll expose you for real. Expose me, man, please. Go ahead. Expose. Don't know what to tell him. I blocked your account because you were writing all caps and just spreading hate. That's why I blocked. But you can expose, bro. You can expose. Expose what you feel is true to you. You told me I don't take trades, and last week I took a trade every single day. So, as long as they're facts, we can have a chat. Keyboard warrior. Yeah, that's enough. I don't have anything more to say, to be honest. Nor do I want to make this a big thing, because it doesn't need attention. People who make a big deal about something and give it more attention than it needs are insecure about something. But I always like to talk about it. Must be some random immature. Yeah, it's okay. I won 3 challenges from watching your live streams and videos. Amazing, bro. I'm happy to hear that. Guy is so sad he went and made another account just to come here and carry on with his nonsense. Yeah, and the fact is he's still here. The fact is he's still here. After all that, he's like, I have to watch Harry's stream. I can't manage one day without his stream. Let me make a new account so I can watch him, please. If this is the beginning of the movement, the 3 LTA zone upwards on the 4 out to the GJ, then today will be a lovely day. I do think so, right? If we can respect this 4 hour down here the whole day, I do think we can continue up. What are we saying, Ali? Send it to the moon? I've been here for a couple of days, and honestly, I can say that you're a trader first, then a streamer. Can't say that about anyone else. Keep going onward and upward. Appreciate it, guys. And that's the people who I stream for, is people who want to support it. What should be the minimum capital to start trading in Forex? What does the broker suggest? Anything, bro. Whatever you're comfortable with, you know, just to learn the skill. You can always add money, but when you lose money and you don't have the skill, it's hard to make it back. Right? It's hard to make it back if you don't have the skill, and then you're depressed because you've lost money. So you don't lose anything for putting in such a small amount and learning the skill, because there's a higher percent chance that you will lose money in the beginning than actually make it. So if we know that, why not just lose as minimum as possible while still learning the skill? Like, that would have been a good idea for me to do as well. When I started, right, I put $25,000 into account. Within 2 weeks, I lost $2,000. Not 2 weeks, it was actually a month. I'll give myself that, a month. So if I just put $1,000, I would have maybe lost $100. So that's how it was. What happened in that month? I wasn't profitable at that time, man. Come on. I was a losing trader. I was trading 3 strategies. I was trading price action, smart money concepts, all of that stuff. 21 pairs. Actually, no, at that time I was condensed down to, I think, 3-4. Euro USD, GBP USD, GBP JPY, gold, NZD JPY, USD CAD, and yeah, I think those were the pair. AU as well. Damn, when I first started, bro, I was trading 21 pairs. All. I would wake up and analyze 21 pairs. How long did you practice before putting the 25k? 6 months on demo. Me too? Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Are you live trading? Yes, we are. Do we give signals? I don't tell you, like, buy whatever, like a signal. I don't type it out, but I trade. Whatever you want to do with that information is your choice. But understand it. What's suitable lot size for $20 in GJ? Probably 0.01. I think it creates good habits. Yes, long term it does. But I rather would have proved myself on like $1,000 account and then boom. Right? Ended up adding more. Don't listen to him. Buy GJ now or you'll regret it. Yeah, and you learned bias from me, because the analysis I gave this morning was a bullish bias, and now you're coming in here and just saying that. Don't speak to him. Yeah, he keeps making separate accounts, but the mods are banning him. Every new account, they'll just keep banning him. How long you been profitable now? I would say consistently profitable, probably around 2 years consistently profitable, where I can prove to myself probably, I mean, not last year, the year before that actually, damn, no, it is last year. Not this January, the January before, I was losing. I was losing money, right? On January, I lost money then. I think December as well, I didn't have the best month. It was basically break even, so I'd still consider myself consistent, but not as consistent as I am now. Like for me to have a negative month, it's I need to, the thing is, before I have a negative month, I step back, and that's the skill I have. I can, if I were to continue trading when I know it's not my conditions, right, then I probably would end up in negative month. Now create support and close above 1.9. That's my plan. Could be candle with no top wick yet. Yeah, I would like that as well. That would continue with bias. That would be nice. I just don't like that this 1 hour closing bearish here. That's the only thing that puts me off. How's gold doing? Gold is still ranging here, alright. GJ is still ranging. It's only Tuesday though. $548 folks here. Hit that like button and I'm gonna send you a fresh plate of Italian pasta. Damn, bro. Thank you. You can send it to me first. I'm new to Forex. Please help me. Go watch my free course. It costs you nothing. It will cost you nothing. It will save you a lot of money at the same time and will give you a lot of information. So please go watch my full course. Here it is. Full trading course. 1 hour, 41 minutes. Please. Enjoy it. 38,000 people did it. Harry, please give signal. It's itching. What's itching? That's what I need to ask. What's itching? Yeah, man, I want to trade too here. But, you know, this is technically Monday. As yesterday did not trade. We have New York later as well, not to worry. Now, all the people on stream complaining about no trade, then, you know, learn to trade New York as well. You'll get a trade in a day. High chance. Your 193 600 got stopped out. Yeah, he's the real guru, right? He just got stopped out. Fuck me, man. Where were you yesterday? It was bank holiday. I don't really like to trade bank holidays as I normally lose on bank holidays. It's what's happened to me. Every time I traded bank holiday, I lost. Last day you blocked me. I don't block people. It's my moderators. So you must have said something that caused you to be blocked. Yesterday was Sunday. Technically, it was Monday yesterday, but I get what you're trying to say, if that's what you're trying to say. Although I'm a crypto trader, it gives me great pleasure watching your daily streams, get market insights and bias. Peace from Saudi. Amazing, amazing. We do have crypto traders in the free Discord actually. There's one crypto trader who posts daily analysis, right? Daily analysis in the Discord here, so you should check that out. They put the effort. Not this one. That's the exclusive. This one here. Look, crypto chat daily analysis. We get in-depth analysis. So appreciate that. Sometimes when I don't check Bitcoin, I just come here and check out the analysis, right? Look at what's going on here. Read through this. It's very good. NJ man. NJ is treating you super well here. I get it. You take this setup one. I'll probably adjust to break of this low here just to be a little bit safer. You probably get way higher probabilities long term break of the low. But yeah, People eating already. All right, people eating. Nice to see it. And that's the point, right? This guy comes, learns the skill, takes information from the group, and then now applies it himself, and that's what makes me happy, you know. Now he's off to bed. He's finished his day. Discord link, it's in the description, that free Discord. So if 30-minute are bearish, yours are hesitant to buy on 15, even though it makes sense. On London Open especially, if you look at, go backtest London Open candles, you'll see that they normally like to follow the direction that they're initially closed in, right? We can, on the 1 hour, right? So let's go see London Open candle, right? Yesterday's London Open candle, 1 hour, closed bullish, next candle closed bullish. The day before here, closed bullish, next candle went bullish, right? The day before here, obviously, this one here, close here. This is the one, closed bearish. Next one actually did end up closing bullish here, but went bearish first, right? This was pretty obvious that you shouldn't be looking for buys when things are going down. This one here went bullish, next one went bullish. This one went bullish, next one went bullish. This one here, I don't really consider this one because this was after, you know, crazy price movement. Same thing here, went bullish, next one went bullish, next bullish. You get what I'm trying to say. This, look, this, everything was pointing up, right? Everything was pointing up. All bullish bias, 1 hour closed bearish. This one closed, next one closed bearish. If we go rewind to this, I wonder if a 15-minute support was created. Yeah, 15-minute support was created, but still failed. I mean, it was at resistance, so there's no trade, but that's what just puts me off, is that I notice momentum likes to continue. Now, how much momentum? That is the question, right? And obviously, when you're going against bias, like this would be going against bias, there might not be a lot of momentum. Are you a technical analysis or fundamental? Both. I like to look at both. But in the markets, when I'm trading, it's all technicals. In my analysis, higher time frame analysis, it's fundamentals and stuff. How do you put those colors for a session? I just search in Tradingview sessions. It's just an indicator. Which one is best? Have both. Have both. No harm in having both. What are you expecting to happen? London Open here. You can see volume starting to get lower and lower and lower as candles get weaker. So I'd like to see a candle closing in the opposite direction to potentially continue bullish. This 1 hour can close above the previous 1 hour support here is very good. Gold still ranging here. How do you know the candle has low volume? Look how slow it's moving. Look how slow it's moving. Look at just see, there's no action. You see, it's just very mundane here. Right? That's how you know there's not much volume here. You can just see the way that price is moving. 5 minutes chopping, right? This is what we call chopping. Goes down, comes up, goes down. With volume, we see more stuff like this. This is volume push. See, look how volume gets weaker. We start to chop, ranges, and then reverses. Now we start to chop, range, we could reverse to upside. Where do you check? It was bank holiday. You'll see it on Forex Factory here. Look, GBP bank holiday and JPY bank holiday yesterday. Thoughts on Bitcoin going forward? We can do analysis after stream here. Actually, we could do it now while we're waiting for London Open. A quick one, and then I could do a more in-depth one a little bit later. But, you know, we've had this pullback here, this weekly candle. Won't be here after, yeah, but, you know, we're holding this 60, right? 60 is a big level for us to hold. Now, this is obviously working on a lower low. We could work on a lower high. Since we broke structure here, I do expect us to come back and revisit this at some point again. If not range a little bit sideways. Overall, I think we pull out some form of accumulation here for a little time. And then if we break down a little bit further, I wouldn't be surprised to see a little breakdown back to 50, maybe even as low as 47 before continuing up a little bit later. Your monthly candle did close bearish here, right? We have to keep that in mind. I was really hoping today we could just accumulate up here, have this liquidity grab, and that candle close above. That would have been very clean. Setup 2 on GJ? Yeah, it's a possibility, setup 2, yes. It's a month with many holidays. Do we have much holidays this month? Not sure. May, right? What holidays we have in May? End of May UK holiday? I see. Do you know what day? Probably going to be a bank holiday that time. End of May holiday? Yeah, then that's probably the only holiday. Have you taken any trades today? I'm waiting to look for a setup here on GJ. GJ is just kind of slowly being mundane towards the downside. I love your patience, man. You never rush entries. Thank you, thank you. What's been your best month money-wise, if you don't mind the question? Yeah, I don't mind the question. I don't mind the question. In terms... Let's see. I do remember my best month. In terms of percent, it was around the 25% month, which was around... Let's see, after with commission... Around 11.5k. That's my best so far. Nothing crazy. I know all these gurus post them making that in a day, but that's just for me. I still think it's impressive though, if you ask me. But anyways, people will think differently, which is why I don't talk about it, because it's never enough in the Forex industry. Never enough. You know, this guy makes that in a day. Yeah, okay, fine. Right, London Open here. Pushing down already, which could be nice if this then ends up pushing down first. Retest 500, flip, and then we have something closing bullish. 25% is crazy. Yeah, 25% is crazy, but when price action is moving bullish day after day after day after day, it's fun. I'll tell you that much. What's this shit? Which other strategy do you think is better that other traders use, SMC or ICT? They're the same. They're the same, just different thing. Have I been streaming for a year now? Let's have a look. June. This journal started on June, man. Let's see live. Wow. Every day. Come and give value. Yeah, over a year now. Yeah. Okay, so we have been. I'm new, by the way. Great content. Thank you. If you guys are new to the stream, be sure to leave a subscribe so you can show up to future streams. So yeah, that we can continue. Goal is to get the stream to 800 viewers. Once we get the stream to 800 viewers, I'm doing a giveaway. That's why there's a giveaway in the title. So yeah, make sure to leave a like on the stream. Let's get to 800 viewers so that we can do a fun giveaway. Just something fun, target to hit. Doesn't change much for me. 500 to 800 doesn't change that much. We've had 900 viewers before on stream, so it doesn't change that much. But it's nice to share that. Man, I aspire to have an 11k month. Good work. Yeah, but there was times I was making $200 a month, right? I was making $200 a month. There was times I've lost, so it kind of, I didn't think about it. That's the thing. I didn't say this month I want to try it. Kind of ended up, holy crap. And that's the first time you feel like when you start winning that money in the market. Yeah, it's around, I would say after I withdrew around, 10.8, almost 11k. And at the end when you withdraw and you're like, holy crap, that's really, you really feel this magic internet money, you really feel like that's super weird. And it's an interesting feeling because you made it all yourself. But it's also dangerous because you have to be very, very careful you don't chase that high, right? Because you feel on top of the world, and if you let that get to you, boom, you'll give that back next month, guaranteed. I've never felt the feeling. Most don't, man. Most don't. That's a journey, most don't. That's the end of the road you get, right? Most make so much money and then end up giving it back anyways. Start browsing the Bugatti catalog. No, it changed my perspective, right? It changed my perspective because it's still, in the big scheme of things, it's still not a lot of money, right? It's a great amount, I'm not denying that, but in the big scheme of things, not. I always wondered what that giveaway was supposed to mean. Yeah, now you know. Oh, this is just being really rangy here. The only clean range I see is this. This is where I like it, in here. Right, all of this is bullshit. When did you deposit into a live account, Tony? Start of this year, 3k. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, it should, you need to probably, if you took less, you would have taken that withdrawal, for sure. Down 1%, damn, that's amazing, bro. That's amazing. That's good, bro. For your first deposit, very, very good. Because now emotions are involved, it's a little bit different. Bro, how did you get 25k? I actually got it from crypto. I started in crypto first. I got lucky with crypto, invested in the right time, and that's it. Market moved so much yesterday, bank holiday, and today it's sleeping. It didn't move that much yesterday. Actually ranged quite a lot of the day here. And then on gold, there was some news yesterday. There was news that caused it to push up here in London. There was some news that came out that pushed it here. But yeah, compared to yesterday, it's even a little bit worse. But I don't know. It's could set up here. Do you do props? No, not myself. I'm not into FX. I trade other things, so please forgive me for my question. Is there in any reason why you don't take bigger positions? Is it what do you mean by bigger positions? In terms of pip wise or in terms of monetary wise? That's what I need to know. This, what you just screenshotted, I'll show you after stream. This is very interesting. This is his results. Profitable, 2 profitable months. Obviously, first, learning to trade here. January always hard. But look, the month that is hardest to trade, right? Last month we saw that it was very difficult price action. We had interventions. It's the month with the most trades you've taken. You see the correlation? I mean, still, it's fine. But you see the correlation? That should be the month with the least trades. For me, that month is the month of the least trades for me. Harry, question. When you enter a trade, do you take B after a strong pull, example 5 to 10 pips, then go B? No, I go B when we reach some sort of structure or some sort of target, something that it makes sense to go B. Harry, I'm the guy who you told to not quit uni until April 22. After I told my parents that I did not want to quit uni to day trading, they took a desktop and my gym subscription. There you. That you want to quit. I told you not to quit. Yeah. So why did you tell them you want to quit? Of course they'll take your desktop and their subscription. And told me I need to finish uni, now searching for a job, considering to leave home. Yeah, because I told you to tell them to say that you were going to... I told you. Tell them that you're not going to quit. Don't tell them you're going to quit, man. Yeah, of course they're going to be upset. Don't tell your parents until you made it? Yeah, exactly. I was referring to lot size for a bigger payout. Yeah, that's personal risk tolerance. I don't want it to affect my psychology. I do need to push it a little bit harder. Set up 5 on GJ. We need a support first. A strong bullish candle will also be okay. Set up 2 yes. I can't say that. I have to say S22. No, you can't even say that. Try say what you wrote. It's funny to say what you wrote. S22. How many pips do you think one should catch in a month? Don't focus on pips, just focus on winning trades, right? I could take big trades with big stop losses and claim I catch 600 pips in a month. Doesn't mean that that's a lot of money, right? Because I had big stop losses. So compared to my risk management, it's different. What is the criteria used to decide whether to increase the fixed lot? Yeah, have you made profits enough to afford, calculate if you take 2-3 losses, are you still up? I'd say 2-3, you need at least 3 losses and still be up. Secondly, are you ready emotionally, Like, do you feel okay? Can I trade with $20 your strategy and buy a funded account if I make profit after 2 months? I think that's a good plan, man. If you're profitable on your $20, then I think that's a good plan. Yeah, man, 2 months would be good for him to prove himself. Then he can go and... Yeah, but if he's not going to be profitable after 2 months on the $20, then he'll have to continue trading till he's profitable, right? So both ways you prove yourself. And he should be profitable on demo before going to it. Hey man, found your channel a couple of days ago. Now backtesting your breakout strategy. Yeah man, go ahead. Trust me, you'll do like I do, for sure you'll do good with... Yeah, but you've never went on the live account like I told you to do, because you kept denying against it. I told you to go on a $1,000 account. He's saying, let me go on a $20 account, practice, and then I'll do it. That's the one step that you skipped. I'm not in prop firm space, but you can buy 2 challenges, buy 1 bear, 1 bull, and 1 will pass the stage 1. Yeah, technically if one copies the opposite and you're a losing trader, the only problem is if you're a trader who's in a range. That's the part I still don't agree with. I hope you're right, and you're wrong. Well, I'm not wrong, because I'm telling you the truth, but you didn't listen to me. This I promise you I'm not wrong with. It's a very simple process that way. Sell gold. Asking me to sell gold. Yeah, gold pushing down here, but you need to be careful of this 1 hour support. So let's say you sold gold. Where could you have sold gold? Yeah, breaking through. How did the 5 minute close? 5 minute didn't close below. Personally, for me, very hard to enter this at 1 hour support, right? You're selling right at support here. That's not my rule to sell at support. This is more of like a long-term, this entry won't play out. Trust me on this. This is asking for a slap. The only way I can see to get into this is probably break of this low. This is the only way to get in. Break of this low, stop above the high. 26 pips for 27 pips. You have a 1-to-1 here. But literally you'd be straight to break even like right now, because you're at 1 hour support, so it would make sense to go to break even. Now, if we close below 1 hour support, that is something different. Closing below 1 hour support, then I can see their sales making sense. Right? If we close below, we can see sales making sense. GJ never closed support, right? So we need, hopefully this 30-minute candle can do the business here in 13 minutes. And now that rejection. So if I personally took for some reason, which I wouldn't have taken this anyways, but if I for some reason took some random entry here, then that probably would have been me out break even, because you don't know. You hit 1 hour support here, it's 50-50. We can either reject or push through it. So you're gambling on that, right? You're gambling on that. But if we get the close below, it's something a little bit different here, because now price is closing below the 1 hour support. You'll have a 30-minute also close below the support. Give me a sec, boys. Be back. If you move your stop loss to break even, then you have not really accepted the risk. You have, but you're managing it. It's a small difference, because you can have a plan that has no stop loss at break even, which is also fine, right? To have a plan where you don't put stop loss at break even, but at the same time you can avoid potential losses. Moving stop to break even and moving stop and not moving stop to break even is 50-50. Trades that hit break even is 50% chance that they would have hit stop loss, 50% chance that they hit TP. That's what I've noticed. So in that sense, at least you can save yourself some psychology pressure, right? And just accept the BE. How do you reckon breakout buys of 700? I would need to see a bullish candle close, right? I don't trade based off a zone. I want to see the strength from the zone. So if price is now going to create support here, I want to see strength being created here, right? So in order for me to see strength, I would like to see this 30-minute close bullish. Can we start buying towards the top of the range? Yeah, once we get this candle closing bullish, it will start to make sense. Setup 2, if we close above the 1530 structure, or setup 5 even better? Setup 5 better, but it'll take too long to play out. We probably, by the time setup 5 happens, we'll get into post-session time. Have you ever traded classic chart patterns? Yeah, I did look at that when I started to trade. I did. Oh, wow, a little bit of a dump here. This is a nice retest. Now, if this can flip and close bullish after retesting 500 here, this is going to be great. Interesting. Wonder if there's some sort of news or something here. This is why you don't want to buy too early, right? But if this can flip now, this is going to be great. Let's see if anything's been said. We'll see in a minute. The market didn't grab liquidity. This is it doing it right now. So if it's going to continue up, I'm in a swing buy. You have to be careful at this spot. 4 hour has to respect. 4 hour didn't break the buys, right? I mean the highs. That would be where your buys are for swing, would be break of 4 hour highs to continue up based on 4 hour. But if you're swinging off a higher time frame, like daily or something, then yeah, it's going to take time. See gold rejecting these lows, right? This is where you don't want to be in a position like, shit, why did I take a sell? And I don't know if it's going to close below, if it's going to push. If it pushes now, you got lucky, right? Because now you don't know. We're at the rejection zone. But if you get the close below here on gold, that starts to increase what? Confirmation. 193,980 is my TP. It's hit and I'm risking 2%. Then how much should I book? Book full. Book full when it hits your TP, right? When it hits your TP, book full. How many orders do you place? I enter one order. I don't stack orders. I just enter one. Is the move not too deep for S2 now? But even if it does grab liquidity and end up closing strong bullish on the 30-minute, next 30-minute, it still makes sense because we're bullish bias A and B, it will be a setup 4 then, right? See, below these lows. On higher time frame, what's your bias? That's an interesting question. We're quite in a pivotal spot. As much as I believe that a bounce was due, I was calling a bounce from here. It's just very unfortunate that the bounce happened on market open in Asian session here. We literally played the bounce that I wanted to catch this week, which was 125 pips. Obviously, that's a good move. This could end up still rolling over, right? If this 4 hour then ends up closing bearish, could see some downside here. What happened to that trade god? He said he's taking buys up here. Well, his buys are doing extremely well. Not waiting for support to close. And then he tells me I don't take a trade. But when he takes a trade, takes a losing trade. And that's the facts. That's facts. That's speaking through actions, not through words. So people complain that I'm not taking trades, but I'm not going to give a losing trade. I want to give if I'm going to take a trade, I'm going to take a trade that has the highest % chance to win. Because even if I take 3 trades a month, that's still 3%. Which is unlikely. I only take 3 trades a month, but just as a perspective. It's an interesting dump here though. You see that idea, how 1 hour close bearish in London, next candle continues the same way. What's gold doing? See, gold respecting that support. That's why you didn't want to sell too early on gold, otherwise you make nothing. Just end up probably break even or in a loss. Depends on how you manage your trade. For me, if I were to, for some reason, randomly enter this, I would have entered break even and then just waste commission on something that I knew would waste commission. Because the 1 hour support is right here. So you know you're wasting commission selling into 1 hour support. Don't fool yourself. What's your monthly profit in percentage on average? Actually, this beginning quarter one here has not been my highest percentage. It's actually been, if you were to average it, it's probably looking at around 8%. So not the best, man. Not the best if I had to say, but not bad. Considering what's happened, not bad. Alright, monthly level 500, 2015 still relevant. Not with how many times we crossed through it. And 500, we always look at it anyways, right? 500 is like one of our watch zones. But I'm hoping that once markets start to kick into gear here, 1 month can change your whole year. It's how markets work. So I'm not worried. As long as I'm churning consistent profit, not losing my ass every month, right? Or over risking and then losing my account, or taking heavy losses that ruin and take me 2-3 months to get back. You know? Because you can still be profitable, but then take one big loss that takes you 6 months to get back. You know what I mean? You're still profitable, but in 6 months you're sitting in drawdown. Thoughts about this on GU? Let's see if the image loads. Can you check my chart analysis? Is the swing trade idea I'm thinking? However, I'll be keeping an eye. Yeah, if you just send it through. I'll look at this one first. Close. You need close below that support there. Break of this, you're selling straight into support. Let's see, this is your swing trade idea. That target is insane. But I like the markup. Markup is perfect. Your chart, you know, it looks good here in terms of the markup. I like it. But you have to watch these levels, right? 4 hour, you know. This is, I can look for you and see if I'm higher time frame bearish for you. If this weekly closes, because look, we've had this higher low structure, right? So I really think that until we break this weekly support, then yeah. So maybe you can look to target the next daily support. So I think a great target would be here first. This daily support first, before looking at this. Is the group open? I want to join your group. Yes, the group is open. We have around 5 spots left. Around 8 people have joined this month. We will be closing it. I probably will close it by end of next week. But yes, it is open. Only for serious people. If you're really looking to upgrade your skills, then you're welcome to join. Be part of my Zoom call webinars. Get my whole course and all of that stuff. Right? So to get all of that, then you'll be able to enjoy those benefits and be part of the team. But only if you're committed. But yeah, I think it's, in terms of return on investment, you will get 10x investment in terms of the options that you get. Was last year summer good for you in terms of opportunities? My best. It was my best. It's where I had my 11K month. I'll put the link for you so you're not trying to search for it. Here's the link. You can join $1 per day, $1.8 per day. So you either have a cup of coffee or you can get a month worth of education. So it depends what you prioritize more, coffee or education. Please tell me what's your confluence to take a trade? Coffee. Both. So confirmation, right? My confirmations are going to be candle closures, structure, ranges, clean candles, and bias. How long do people stay in the group on average? So you have two types of people. There's three types of people that stay in the group, okay? This is what I've noticed of running the group and how it is, right? You either, right, you have person A who joins the group just to gain information in 1 month because of how affordable it is. It's like, look, I get access to all of his content. I get access to him on Zoom. I get access to his course, blah, blah, blah. I want to gain as much information, and then I'm busy because I only have a month to gain that information. So then I will leave and join back. So they normally end up saying, okay, I'm going to join for a month, and then when I have more time, I'm going to join back. Person 2 joins the group for around 3 months, then they get busy with personal time, and then I find them coming back after a month or something like that. There's also person 4. Person 4 just joins the group for a month and just wants to see my strategy, learn about it, and then maybe they go try something else, right? And then the last person is the person who's dedicated and they want to be part of the community, and this is the type of people I prefer to attract, and they just are part of the team, and it becomes part of their routine to be, you know, show up to the group and send their trades, send their analysis, and we have a trading floor, because at the end of the day, the group is here for me to share my trade, share what I'm doing, share my my experience, and that's it. Not my opinion, but my experience, and that's how it is. So that's how it works. Do you have a rule for people who already joined the group to have guaranteed access next month of the subscription? Yes. If you've previously joined the group, then you can join back anytime, no problem. You just have to DM me. The best thing is that I know everyone in the group, right? So it's not like a random group where you never get to speak to the owner, or you never get him to give you feedback and all of that stuff. Like, I know everyone, I speak to everyone. Everyone can speak to me. Like, it's not difficult to speak to me. You can ask people in the group. If you ask anyone in the group, is it difficult to speak to Harry? They'll tell you no. And that's the difference I put. That's the extra effort I put. Did you buy the Lambo or rent it? No, that's not my Lambo. Not difficult, but we will get scolded. That is true. Yeah, that's not my STO. That's from my friend's shop. Who rents cars here in Dubai. I wouldn't buy an STO. I wouldn't buy an STO. And to be honest, I've locked up my money. I could have bought a supercar, but instead I reinvested it. I mean, it was possible, but it would have been, thinking of buying one in the near future. Not a STO, no. A supercar, maybe, inshallah sometime soon, but I just need to, I invested my money and I need to be sure, That's how it is. Because you lose money when you're buying these supercars and stuff, right? It has to be an expense that you're happy to lose. You get some property, yeah. Which car do you own? Now I currently drive an Audi RS. Right, price is pushing down here. What's gold doing? Gold respected that support. Right, gold respected that support. Nissan Patrol Barra or LS swap? Barra, bro. Barra. I put Barra in a Nissan Patrol. That's a cool a combination, unique combination. LS, we know what LS is like. Barra swap, unique. Or just with the TB48, you know. Yeah, so gold respected this support. This is why you don't want to sell those lows, right? You see what happened? GJ is pushing down here. Very hard to sell GJ at the moment at support. This is interesting. We might be seeing a shift of trend by New York, right? With New York, it's how it is. It's not really a loss. Every purchase with money should be for spiritual benefit. So I want to see it. It's whenever. I agree with that. The thing for me, it's just I have to prioritize as well. Like, if I buy a car, I'm buying it for me. It needs to make me happy. I don't need it to flex. I don't need to flex. You see, I never flex. I don't even sit there on Instagram flexing profits. I will show profits time to time because just to, you know, show legitimacy, of course, it's important. But it's not a reason for me needing to flex. Also, I need to prioritize and make sure it's the right time, you know. You can't, I don't want to make a silly investment, you know. But I definitely agree with you. You have to enjoy. Like, what am I here grinding so hard if I can't enjoy? Maybe I treat myself with something, who knows. I've been pretty locked in for 4 years. I got the other car. That was a treat to myself. You know, when I did super well with crypto and started trading and all that, treat myself. Maybe we'll see, but I don't know, too locked in. You guys will have to see. You guys will have to see. Maybe something in the short term. This was 50, 60 pip dump. Yeah, man. GJ ranges are big now, right? I mean, look how big this range is. Look at this range here. If we break these highs, 155 pips. Nice range. What investments did you do other than trading? Very simple. Only property. Only one property. That's it. Not making $10 million, you know, yet. To buy tons of property, become real estate mogul. Hi, thanks for great content. How do I join your Discord? The free one or the paid one? Which one, brother? Hi, I'm new to streams. What is your risk to reward? Mainly, my trades run bigger than 1 to 2 a lot of the time if you leave them as intraday and don't move stop to break even. But I like to secure at 1 to 1 as well. That's mainly where I'm securing. Can you see my question? No, I can't see your question. Sorry, bro. Too busy reading YouTube chat. You'll have to wait till tomorrow. You've reached your limit of questions. No, it doesn't make sense to drop because once you close back in the range, you don't have much range. Look, you have 6 pips here. Your stop loss is going to be 34 pips. So it doesn't make sense. You know? This 4 hour will be very interesting. Boys, I'm going to leave you with the analysis here, okay? And then probably the setup will come a little bit later here. But I want you all to take the setup. If you guys are nice, in the free Discord, I will post the New York plan just to... You can see how we trade New York in the exclusives and how we're still taking trades here, even though London we're waiting for a setup today. It's only Tuesday. We have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is how many days, so I'm not worried. I'm sure we'll get good setups for this week. But if this 4 hour ends up closing bearish below the range here, you can see this start to dump in NY, right? You could see NY start to dump, so keep that in mind. If we respect the bottom of the range, then guess what? We've just created such a beautiful zone to trade. And if we can respect this range and end up forming supports, buys above 500 are going to be a-okay, man. And that's going to be fun to take that towards the upside and leave runners to potentially continue over the next few days or the next day to higher time frame targets. That's something I would look at. Now, the second thing here is going to be gold. As I said, don't be selling gold at 1 hour support. Bad idea. Anyone who FOMO'd into gold sells are now taking a backhanded slap. You probably stopped out already. If you put your stop above the range, that's it. You just lost 30 pips there, right? 30 pips. Now, remember what I said about this being liquidity grab. If we can get above 23.25 here, right, we can look for upside to go retest 23.29. That's a 40 pip range, right? So you can buy that range if we start to close above. Now, if this 4 hours does end up closing bearish again, then guess what? Then sells are going to make sense clearing this 1 hour support, closing below. You can probably entertain targets towards the 15-minute support there, right? And that's how that's going to work, right? So yeah, liquidity grab, yes. How do we join paid Discord? I'll send you the link quickly. And that's it. That's it. So yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. So today's bullish day. I'll be locking into buys. I mean, it can change with bias, right? It can change with bias, but we'll have to see what ends up happening here. Obviously, we'd had a pullback here on GJ. This could end up, if this ends up flipping trend, then we could end up seeing. But at no point here did sells make sense in terms of higher time frame here. We were extremely bullish, but remember, if this is going to be the start of price continuing down, then you have a lot of range towards the downside here, right? We have around 155 pip range here, right? So we could see that towards the downside. And then that's how that's going to continue, right? So that's going to be my plan here. I would personally prefer to see this, right? Personally prefer to see this create support and then we get back above, you know? So yeah, let's see what happens. Overall, great stream, great discussion. Hopefully tomorrow we can catch more positions and start to build the momentum. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I appreciate everyone showing up. Take care all. Trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys on tomorrow's stream. Make sure to show up so you don't complain that you missed positions because you didn't show up to stream. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Trade sharp. Hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.